From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nicole Perez.
And I'm Calvin Hughes, and here's a look at the stories making news on this Monday night.
Confessed Parkland shooter Nicholas Cruz has filed a motion requesting the judge in his case to disqualify herself. According to court documents, Cruz's defense team has expressed concerns over Judge Elizabeth Scherer, citing issues with court reporting during the proceedings, as well as communication between the judge and the prosecution. They're concerned the judge will not remain impartial throughout the proceedings. Throughout the case, the defense team for Cruz has repeatedly expressed concerns about being ready by the January trial date, a date the judge has pushed for to keep the case on track.
A birthday celebration ends in gunfire here, leaving one man dead and two others injured in Northwest Miami-Dade. It happened during a Sunday night birthday party at a home on Northwest 116th Street near 7th Avenue. 3 people were shot. The youngest victim, 13 years old, shot in the head. Police say this is not the first time this home has been a target. A man was killed in May. Detectives are now looking for 3 possible suspects.
A forklift operator is behind bars after a fatal crash in Fort Lauderdale. Police say 30-year-old Ulysses Umanzor was operating a forklift along Poinciana Street and Seabreeze Boulevard when he pulled too far into the intersection with the forks out, causing 70-year-old James Zakos to slam into the forks. He was taken to the hospital where he died. Umanzor did not stop following the crash and did not have a valid driver's license or a permit to operate heavy machinery. He's facing several charges, including leaving the scene of a crash.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10. Massive fire that destroyed 2 multi-million-dollar yachts in Fort Lauderdale is no longer being deemed suspicious. Contractors and salvage crews have been given the okay to start clearing the damage left behind from the fire early Saturday morning at the Universal Marine Center. The yachts, which are worth up to $20 million, were in the process of being repaired. Officials are now calling this incident the most expensive fire loss in Fort Lauderdale history.
As breaking news happens, we have you covered on air and online.
You can always go to our website, local10.com, for more local news coverage and your updates. We'll see you back here on Tuesday.